Oh, a lot of mess here. Well, guys, Pokepunch here. I'm gonna do our Friday DGen stuff. Well, yesterday Walmart had restocked, and some prismatic tins showed up. I was going Emmy racing, and normally I do a stream on Fridays, but I don't know. There was the tins from Prismatic, right? And whenever you open up like a specialty set of tins, like Paldean Fates, the tins, if you can get the whole case, um, you can typically get one SIR in a case of tins. So they brought in cases of the Prismatic tins, and I was like, well, I got 5, the wife got 2. I think there was 8 in a case of Prismatic tins. Yeah, we're having a pretty good day today. Hopefully it gets better here in a little bit with what we rip. But I was like, there's chances are, just doing, the hypothetical math, if we get 7 out of 8 of a case, we probably are going to get an SIR. And whether it's good SIR or not was one thing. So I was very surprised when we finally pulled our first Evolution SIR out of Prismatic. Only SIR I've ever pulled out of Prismatic was Janine's Secret Art, or the Janine's Foot Fetish, as I called it. So, pulled this yesterday. Of course, I wasn't streaming yesterday, unfortunately. How's it going, Jose? I wasn't streaming. I just decided, wife ripped open her 2 tins, little one ripped open hers. And I said, now I'm curious what I got in my 5. Actually, we did get 8. No, 7 tins. Yeah, the second best Evolution, or the second best card in the set. And I like Sylveon. It's got a very Sailor Moon kind of feeling. So yeah, so we did 7 tins yesterday, and this is the best luck I've ever had out of Prismatic. I didn't think they were real. Because I just, it's one of those things that 32 SIRs in the set, and best I ever pulled was Janine's Secret Art. And we opened up quite a bit to where, had it been the same, had it been like Crown Zenith, we pulled a lot more stuff out of Crown Zenith. That being a specialty set versus Prismatic or Traumatic Evolutions. Destined Rivals. I thought everybody loved this set, but after the restock, went by again this morning, checked Walmart. That's all that was left up there was Destined Rivals. And I was like, I thought everybody loved this set. I thought this was the coolest thing since Prismatic. And I guess the Pokemon hobby being in the state that it's in right now, everybody's just after the big numbers of what is it worth, right? So everybody right now is after that Charizard out of Phantasmal Flames. And I guess everybody has gotten away from Destined. I know one thing that kind of may have dropped some of the interest in Destined is the fact that in that Moltres UP GameStop, you can get the Ethan or the Team Rockets Moltres, which is a pullable SIR. Now it's just a promo. So maybe some people stepped away from it because they're like, well, that's not a top chase card anymore. You can get the promo. But I am in this. I'm in Destined Rivals out of pure stubbornness of trying to pull my own Misty Psyduck. We finally pulled the Misty's Lapras a few streams ago. I'm a huge Misty fan. I went to a local game store looking for Psyduck out of Mega Dream. Unfortunately, nobody's turned one in. And the crazy thing is, pre-release price was about $17, and then release came and it jumped up to $34, and it settled back down within the first week, I guess, back down to 17. And it's a beautiful illustration rare. So paying 17 instead of opening the entire Mega Dream box to try to get one, probably more financially responsible. Because Ascended Heroes is going to come out, and of course, the first Psyduck I see come up on the market, you're the wrong Psyduck. The first one I see come up on the market, I'm going to pick up, because I don't want to lose my chance of being able to have one. I'm a huge Psyduck fan. Ordered some things off of the eBay. We got a Oddish from Aquapolis coming to match our Gloom from Aquapolis. Also picked up the Birds of Paradise Chocobo from the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Universes Beyond. Or not, I guess it's the Universes Beyond, right? And it's a Birds of Paradise. I collect Birds of Paradise. And I could have picked up a Chocobo bundle today, but they wanted like $189 for it. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want one that bad. I think I paid $7 or $10 for the Chocobo Birds of Paradise out of that. It's like a promo card almost, our guaranteed card in that Chocobo bundle. Though the box is really cute. The turn down is actually not turned down. It's like a little cylinder turn thing for the counter. It's actually quite cute as well. But it looks like something that you could have 3D printed. And you could probably put a 3D printed one right next to a legitimate one and be like, oh, it's the same thing. So far, Destiny Rivals hasn't given up the goods. Nothing yet. We have pulled the Garchomp from here, and we have pulled the Mewtwo from here. So I'm just opening Destiny Rivals because nobody's picking it up. And I'm just stubborn, just like I was going to pick up some Stellar Crown. Still haven't pulled my own Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown. I have one in the collection. The wife's pulled one. But this is the same kind of thing. It's just stubbornness. I've got to pull my own Misty Psyduck. And I will be happy once I do that. And I can stop picking up Destined Rivals. Nope, not that. It's a Titan. But everybody seems to be going after Phantasmal right now. Man, there was a lot that they restocked. And I picked up my limit that I could there. What's going on, Moss Dog? But went back this morning. All that was standing there was still a bunch of Destined Rivals. Lots of Destined Rivals. But I thought everybody loved this set. I thought everybody loved that Mewtwo. The Panza Mewtwo. I guess not. I guess they just like them big numbers and they see those big numbers dropping. Oh no, it's not near 600 anymore. It's almost below 400. It's heading in that direction. And then the other thing that's crazy is the Arita Mewtwo that's coming out in Mega Dream. Nobody likes it. They're saying the one out of Destined is better. I think y'all are crazy. I think they're both hideous arts. I think the Crown Zenith Mewtwo is the much better one of the three. But, that one has gone up like crazy. When I first pulled that Mewtwo out of Crown Zenith, it was only worth like $38. Wrong Psyduck. Come on, man. And now it's over 100. I'm hanging in there, Moss. Hanging in there as best I can. There you go, Team Rocket's Persian. So only the second EX that we pulled this evening so far. We pulled this yesterday, Moss, off stream. Check that out. Out of a Prismatic 10. That was $12. So we got lucky on that. I don't know if all my luck for the year is gone now, because I guess that's some good luck in Prismatic right there. The best look people would say is the Umbreon, but you know, whatever. I think Sylveon's much cuter. Oh, come on, Destin. Do something, Destin. Do something. We had really good luck with you early on. I thought it was really bad luck because we pulled the Garchomp and then the Mewtwo right afterwards. And all I wanted to pull was the Misty cards, the Psyduck and the Lapras. So, since then, Destin has just treated us kind of bad, you know? It is kind of bad. Some people say, well, I couldn't treat you any better. It's like, yeah, I could have. You could have just given me the Misties instead, and I would have been super happy. I would have been much happier with those. On a Mega Dream, I thought the Pikachu looked kind of goofy out of Mega Dream. And then I actually saw like a non-leaked picture of it. Like I saw somebody pull one on a stream, and it actually looks a lot better than that picture that was leaked out for it initially. So the wife wants the Pikachu. She said if I were to get an SIR, I'd want the Pikachu. And I said, it still looks goofy. Wow, look at this one. This is a resealed pack, guys. It's gotta be. Look at that. From the Whatnot. Wow, that's really tight, too. Ugh. From the Whatnots. Zach, 17. But yeah, the Gengar, you know, the more I look at it, the less I'm impressed by it. Because then you start going back to some of the XY, like Phantom Forces, and you look at those Gengars in there, and it's like, wow, they've done stuff very similar to this in the past. And it's like, I'm just less and less impressed by it. Call me crazy, whatever. Wow, what's with these Destined Rivals packs? But, I don't know. I look at them and I'm just like, eh. I'm less and less impressed with that Gengar. Probably a hot take, but whatever. Everybody's, you know, got have their own opinions. There's a lot of good stuff in Mega Dream. I just don't think, come on, Regirock. I don't think there's enough to justify paying about 110 or 115 to 125 a box. As I remember, those specialty Japanese sets should be about 60 to 75 a box. But in the time of the boom, you're gonna pay a lot more. And some of those singles just they're worth just picking up as a single instead of trying to open for that particular art rare or what have you. And some of those art rares, like I gotta get the Dreepy and the Drycloak, you know, because I collect the Jerky cards, and the wife has the Japanese. Wow, is that really all we're gonna get out of Destin tonight? And just some EXs? Oh no, all the luck was yesterday. It was all on the it was all on the Prismatic. It stole all my luck. But the Dragapult from Prismatic or Terrestrial Festival, the wife pulled, and that's a Jerky card. So now we have all three, you know, forms done by the same artist. So it's like I gotta get those Dreepy and the. Oh, really? That was bad. Wow. That was horrible. Destined Rivals. The Mega coming out. Darkrai. I know they were showing the little one today at the local game store. The, what was it? The Mega Absol, the new one that's coming out. It looks like a fallen angel, one-winged fallen angel. It was interesting. I guess it came out in the new DLC that came out for the game. We haven't gotten the game yet though. Mega Signal and Klotzer. What is that? Oh, Mega Abomasnow. Well, I pulled this one earlier today too. Mega Abomasnow. Best luck we've had out of Mega Evolution, unfortunately, was the Lucario SIR. Not the one that we want. Not the one that we want. That's okay though. Okay, Gimmighoul, Sizzlipede, Nuzleaf, come on, Sandslash, Scorch, Tangrowth. Oh, the new Erica's Tangela coming out, or Tangela, however you want to call it. Oh, we got an illustration rare. It's blue from Mega. Oh, who is it? Oshawott? No, Inteleon. I forgot about you, buddy. Forgot about the Inteleon. I used to have the one out of Fusion Strike, the alternate art Inteleon. Traded it away. It really wasn't moving up or down. So I figured use it for trade while it's got some value. Cosmic Eclipse. I'll have to see if I'll take a look next time down, see if one of the guys locally who collects a lot of the older cards, if maybe he's got a Marshadow. Offered 100. I didn't think, well, if it's a reverse hollow, one of those older sets, the reverse hollows commend more. Like I know the, oh, what is it? I looked at it. The Vileplume from Aquapolis in the reverse hollow was about 68 or 65. I was looking at that and I said, nah, I'll wait. I'll wait on that one to complete the Aquapolis Oddish line. Oddish is coming. It's in the mail. Should have been here, but it's not yet. We have the Gloom, and then I'll pick up the Vileplume eventually. Come on, Mega, give us something else good. Maybe these all came from the same booster box. Who knows? Got it at Collecticon. Yeah, I saw that show, and it was just, I saw the prices for the tickets per day, and I was like, nope, I'm good. Because, I mean, it was more of a con than a trade show, right? There's Wally's Compassion in the full art. We have the SIR. That was the wife's chase out of Mega. Wally's Compassion. Beautiful card. I think it's underrated. It's a very underrated SIR. But yeah, I saw the Collecticon price. And I was like, yeah, that's more of like an actual con. You know, it's not like a trade show. So for me, it really wasn't beneficial. Because if I'm gonna go just trade in cards or buy cards or whatever, it's like, I gotta factor in that fee divided by. Oh, we got another illustration where, oh no. Oh no. Oh, thank God it's not the Garganacl. The Helioptile. Thank God it's not the Garganacl. Very cute card. He keeps coming back. I keep getting rid of him. He keeps coming back. So far, 2 illustration rares out of Mega Evolution. So not bad. Not good. But not bad. Could have been worse. Could have been all EXs. Okay, let's see here. Yesterday I did 15 packs of Phantasma Flames, and I got nothing but EXs from those. I think I got 1 full art from those 3 blister pack ones. It was pretty bad. Oh no, Ralts and a Kyogre. It was pretty bad. I should have stopped after I hit that Sylveon SIR. Okay, I'll check after stream. Check it out. Okay, so here's the Phantasmal Flames. I had horrible luck with it yesterday. Just atrocious luck with Phantasmal yesterday. But I should expect that, it being a Charizard set, because I have no luck pulling Charizards. Yes, the little bloom. The Emperor. We need an illustration mirror. We need the Togedemaru. Because the wife pulled the Zacian twice. Beautiful Cresselia. She pulled the, I believe it was the Zacian. Yeah, from Phantasm. She pulled that twice yesterday. Oh yeah? What'd you get the signature on? Get it on a plushie. Didn't pick up any magic. There wasn't any Edge of Eternities to pick up. Or Ixalan. I thought about picking up Ixalan again to continue the Jurassic World / Jurassic Park cards chase, because I'm lacking so many of them still. Oh no, Sharpedo. Sharpedo. Okay, so far 3 full arts, 2 SIR, or 2 IRs. Oh, come on, Phantasmal. Can we finally just... Can we hit something good so we can just stop doing Phantasmal? Because the best we've pulled from it is the Rotom SIR. Ghastly. How creamy, she's so adorable. Punk helmet. Oh, nice little wild plume. Oh, creamy again. Oh, Jesus, man. Every single stream that I do a Phantasmal, this dude shows up. It's like the cosplayer, the Charizard cosplayer. Adam Khan, right here. I'm Charizard too. Come on, man. Every single stream. And my wife made that comment yesterday when she got like full art Grimsley or something. I want to say it was, and then she was like, "Well, at least it's not the fire breather." Because he shows up every stream. Oh, you got a Topps card of... I would have loved to have gotten the Garbage Pail Kids Ash, and then like taken that and had them sign that. That would have been like trolling. That card's a lot of money though. It's not a cheap card. And it's the Garbage Pail Kids Pokemon. It's like kind of like Ash. In Garbage Pail Kids form. That would have been funny. We do have one ETB of Phantasmal as well that I picked up today. Traded in a bunch of Magic and Lorcana stuff. Used that towards it. So I only paid the difference of like $10. Come on. Oh no. Phantasmal. You're going to troll us again today with just a fire breather, really? This set is just... I mean, it's such a small set. You get a lot of duplicates. But... I don't know. It's like Obsidian Flames, but worse. It's like Obsidian Flames, but worse. We got the Wigglytuff, though. That was my chase card from here. I pulled my own. And then the Ludicolo I pulled last night, too. That's right. I gave that to the wife. Because she pulled the Ludicolo and gave me that one. And she says, now you can give me that Ludicolo. And we can have one that we pulled for each other. That's what it was. I pulled a Ludicolo and I gave her that. Because she gave me hers. So, the Pokemon love. Pokemon love. Ooh, man. We're not doing bad, but we're not doing good tonight. It's a different energy. A lot of those older trainer cards are pretty cool. Like the item cards. These have some brutal artwork to them. Oh no. Oh no. Financial devastation today. Well, actually, when I did the math, it's like I pulled in that Sylveon. I didn't have to buy it, right? So I've actually made more than what I put into everything that I bought. So it looks like we're gonna break even. That's okay though. We got some stuff coming in the mail from Best Buy. not Best Buy, Walmart, when they did their drop the other day. Nothing big, nothing amazing. And I was talking to my wife today. It's like, you remember when I used to always pull like gold cards before the Mega set came out? And like I would even pull them in like Sword and Shield era. Was it Sword and Shield era stuff? I think so. And like I would pull the gold cards like all the time, and I'd be devastated because I was like, man, these are like worth nothing, and it killed my chances at something good. And now look, everybody loves the gold cards. They're so amazing. They're textured and they're great and they're worth so much money. And it's like, bro, they're not good. And every single time that little face is just smiling at me, laughing at me. Just laughing. Oh, Rotom. My wife had to pick up the Astral Radiance one again because I traded it away and now she's starting to collect Rotom. That is a very beautiful card. I think that alternate art card from Astral Radiance is much prettier than any of the recent IRs, SIR, or any of the Rotom cards that have come out since Sword and Shield. Now we've got another illustration. Or what is it? Yes! Yes! This is the last Lost Origin? I thought it was Astral Radiance. Is it Lost Origin? But this is the last illustration rare that I think we needed, right? Yeah. I think this is the last one that we needed from Phantasmal. I believe we have every single illustration rare from Phantasmal now. So now all we got left is an ETB. And hopefully it's a decent... Oh yeah? Were they doing on-site grading or were they just doing pickups at the show? Because there's a lot of controversy with PSA right now. And with GameStop and their PSA thing going on as well. Because GameStop is buying PSA cards and stuff like that. And apparently they're regrading stuff and giving them 10s and what have you. It's just a whole lot of controversy. Okay, last 9 packs. We got an ETB. Hopefully it's not a trash ETB. You know, we didn't do too bad with the 6 Mega Evolution. We got 2 IRs out of it. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Let's get something. Hopefully it's not a bad ETB. Hopefully we don't get a gold Charizard. Oh no, oh no. Oh, there's a mess everywhere now. Okay, hopefully we don't get a gold Charizard. Because that would be devastating. Oh, okay, come on. No. Nothing here. Nothing. That would be devastating to pull gold. So it's like we don't want gold. We'd rather have what's the other SIR out of here that we'd rather have? We have the Sharpie, the Lopunny. I'd rather get a Lopunny than the gold Charizard. Okay, Piloswine, Boltund, Sandile, Ludicolo. Okay, Dawn. I picked up the Dawn SIR in a trade for the wife. Oh, see what I'm talking about? This guy. Oh, that better not be the best thing in this ETB. He's trolled by Rotom. He's kind of become like Mr. Mime to me now. And Rotom. Mr. Mimes. Then they have what? A Fan Rotom and Mega Dream. I think it is. Smeargle, Togedemaru, Lombre, Honchkrow, Blowtorch, Cresselia, Ghastly. Oh, nothing here. Oh no, Toxtricity. Yeah, it was I think it's a Fan Rotom that's coming out. Or it came out in Mega Dream. I was like, great, why another Rotom? Why? Why do we keep getting too many Rotons? We're really trying to hype them up. Still though, Lost Origin one. I keep saying Astral Radiance. I guess my wife corrected me. Lost Origin. For me. Oh. For your Rotom collections. Fire Breather. Several Edge. Nothing here. Oh no, an illustration rare. Oh, not another Flygon. Oh. You couldn't have been like the, what is it? I always forget what's in this one. No, the Oswald was made. There you go, another Flygon. Great. It's probably the best thing in this box. That was a bad ETB. Frickin' Sylveon from frickin' Prismatic. Frickin' taking all my luck. Ugh. I had to pull that Sylveon SIR yesterday, didn't we? Took all my luck. Murkrow. Oh yeah, she picked up the Murkrow from Destined Rivals today. And I said, watch, with all those Destined Rivals packs I have, we'll pull one tonight. And we didn't, so it's good she picked it up. Diancie. Good she decided to pick it up after. Oh, so 4 illustration rares tonight. We got 4 packs left. Now if there's anything in these 4 packs, so there may be a full art. And it'll probably be a Fire Breather. Because typically track record with ETBs is if you get an IR, you don't get an SIR. At least mine. I've opened up a lot of ETBs in the past. So every single time I get an IR, I never get anything better. Now if I get an SIR, then normally it's just a full art and a EX. And if I get a gold, it was normally just a gold and like an EX. So we're about on track for that. I did pick up a new game to start playing. Bellwether, no, Bellwright. It's like a medieval survival, build your kingdom from nothing, rags to riches kind of thing. So I might start streaming that. I'm still trying to learn a lot of the mechanics, so I want to look like a complete fool. Or it actually might be more entertaining that way. Who knows? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in this. Nope. Wanderer's Patch, and well, there's the full art I was talking about. Blowtorch this time, though. So we didn't get the Fire Breather, but we got the Blowtorch. So these last 2 packs, probably nothing in them. We're lucky another EX, but I think the best ETB we've ever opened. My wife and I did it. We did like a pack battle stream, and then we did ETB of Surging Sparks, and we got the Latias and the Fampi, I believe it was, in the same ETB. So we got 2 illustration rares and 1 ETB one time, and that I don't think's happened since. So yep, and yep, there it is, another EX, the Oricorio. Almost picked up the promo card today from the Charizard GTC that came out, the Phantasmal Flames one. Come down in price a bit. It's a beautiful Shinji Kanda. Of course, Shinji Kanda, I think they put him as a promo on purpose so he wouldn't draw away the heat from Charizard. I think that's why they purposely did that. Oh no, yeah, there's nothing here. See? Yep, nothing there. And yep, nothing there either. Yep, that's how it goes with the ETBs. I've noticed you get an IR, that's about it. You're donezo. Yeah, okay. What do we get tonight? Not great. Not great at all. But we'll go through it. I say not great because we didn't get anything we wanted. Alright, so tonight, Oricorio EX, the Regirock EX, the Mega Sharpedo EX, Mega Diancie EX, Rotom times 2, the Persian EX, Team Rocket's Persian. Of course, Vibrator, he's always got to come in and just troll me. Of course, Molly's Compassion, the Full Art, the Omega Bomb of Snow. Oh, that's an EX as well, my bad. The Blowtorch, Full Art, of course. I said we'd get the Togedemaru. I gotta set this one aside for the wife because that'll be, I believe, every illustration rare out of Phantasmal now in the collection. The Hello Tile, we have gotten plenty of those. Inteleons, I think the first time I pulled the Inteleon. Second time I pulled the Flygon. Not a great centering for the people that like to go out there and buy and trade and collect for grading. And then, like I said yesterday, I think this is where all the luck went. Am I mad about it? Nah, not really. Second for the Inteleon? Maybe I gave you one. Okay, I traded in. But yeah, I think this is where all the luck went yesterday. And unfortunately, it wasn't on a stream. It was just opening packs for fun with the family. And I didn't expect it to be that much fun because I never get anything out of Prismatic. But, yeah, that's what we got yesterday. So the hunt for the Charizard for the wife. I'm done for the year. I don't know. You want to say, I've been saying that since like, that guy and that, oh, focus. Whoop, the Charizard from, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I pulled that I was like, you know what, all my luck's got to be gone by now. Like, it's got to be gone, right? And the luck just seems to continue, which I'm not mad about, but sometimes the luck is not the right luck, like with Destined Rivals. I would have been far happier with just the Misty Psyduck and Misty Lapras. No, we had to pull the frickin', oh yeah, here's the other one. This is where some of the luck I thought might have ended too. You know? But no, the luck just continues to keep showing up. And then like we had pulled 2 of these out of Prismatic. So that, I guess technically, if you go by Everybody Loves Gold cards now, that was the best gold card we pulled in recent times. And it was out of freaking Prismatic, heavy EV set. We could never pull an Evolution until yesterday. So GameStop had some 10s today, and we tried a couple of them, and like 3 of them, and no go. Got nothing. I'm still a little upset that they took out illustration rares for that specialty set. So I think they learned their lesson from Terrestrial. Or hopefully they learned their lesson from Prismatic. Because, you know, Mega Dream, which is turned into Ascended Heroes, still has illustration rares in it. And then they still have the different type of Pokeball. Like, I picked one up today. I did 1 pack of Mega Dream today. And I got the Snorunt with the special little Pokeball water emblem or whatever it was. So, but there's still illustration rares in it. And of course they added a rarity, the Mega Attack. So hopefully on the English side, the Pokemon Company learned something from Prismatic. And maybe, you know, if they make the pull rates actually easier and what have you, then maybe we don't have a whole Prismatic repeat. Because, you know, Prismatic was a specialty set. Mega Dream is a high class or a specialty set. So Ascended Heroes is going to be considered a high class specialty set. So hopefully they learned, because people were just buying it like dumb. Prismatic was still to this day is getting bought up like dumb. Like I was at a local game store today, And this guy had like no shame. He had two of those prismatic ETBs from Dollar General, with the little Dollar General little tag in the upper right hand corner, still in the Dollar General bags, and walked up to the counter and was like, I want to see what I can get for this. And like the head guy for the trading card section of that store was like, well, I can give you $50 cash for each one. And I was like, bro, like by the time you figure out tax and everything, it's like you literally took that chance for somebody who's actually like that's gonna open it, or like a kid or a collector or somebody that's gonna like try to chase one of these cards. You took that chance away from somebody so you could make what, like $7 profit. And now they obviously, if they gave you $50 for that ETB, now they got to obviously mark it up to make their profit margin, or margin, yeah, margin. I can talk, I swear. So it's like you took that away from people to be able to open at $40. They paid you 50. They're probably going to mark it up to about 70, 75, or whatever current market is on a prismatic ETB. And this dude had no shame, and all he made was just a few dollars, so just probably six after you factor in tax and stuff. And it's like, why, dude? Are you really hurting for $6 that much that you got to go to a Dollar General and pick up prismatic ETBs for $40 to turn around and sell them for $10 more? I mean, you figure in the tax. Well, I mean, actually, no. Right now, I forget. They have a deal at Dollar General. If you buy $75 or more worth of stuff, you get like 25% off or some stupid percentage off, right? So I guess he actually probably made more money because those two ETBs would have been $80, and that's over the $75, thus qualifying you for the 25% off. Now, if you would have done it on a Saturday, because I've done it in the past, when 151 posted collections were coming out at Dollar General before the boom, I was getting, the whole six of them at one time for $90, 25% off. And then since I spent more than $25, they give me an additional $5 off. So I think I had a receipt somewhere. I think I kept it in one of the cases that I got. It was coming up to like 60 something dollars. It was almost like as if I got, after tax, it was almost as if I got one whole postal collection for free. But I've ripped them all. Like I've stored them all away now, but I've ripped them all. I did like 90 packs of 151 in like one go. And I kept pulling Giovanni's SIR. And I think on Alakazam. That was about it. So I guess, yeah. But I mean, are you hurting that bad for that little bit of I consider it like, a little bit of chump change that you're going out buying two prismatic ETBs at $40 each, getting your little discount, and then immediately going to a local game store and selling them for $10 more than what you paid. Not even $10 more, because you got to factor in, like I said, tax. I mean, it's got to be like $43, right? After tax here in Texas. 43 and some change. So it's like you made $6 and some change off each one of those. So you made like $12 profit. But you took that away from people, and now that LGS has to mark it up. So that's just a sad fact. And then that dude had like no shame, still in the Dollar General bag. Two prismatic ETBs with their little, and then like even the guy that was like, look, I can only give you like $50 each, because he's like, I'm gonna just tear them open for the packs, because I don't generally like to sell the ETBs, because the ETBs from Dollar General have the $40 sticker actually printed on the box. So he's like, I can't sell these I guess he was like explaining, I can't sell these to a collector that collects sealed, because that's technically not a true sealed product, because it's like an altered ETB or whatever, right? So like that doesn't hold the same amount of collectability as just a unmarked sealed ETB. So I guess that's a win, at least. At least that's good on them that they did that. Like that local game store at least did that. Like didn't give a market for it. obviously, because you can't sell it as a true sealed, uh, unaltered ETB, I guess. So good on them for doing that. But then it just like that just sucks to see. If I would have seen that, I would have been like, look, man, I'll give you the same amount right now. I would have been like, I'll give you 55 each because like I think that's what they were at like HEB or not HEB, Walmart. They're like $55 in ETB. I'll give you 55 for them each right now. You make $10 more than what this guy's paying you. But you know, it's stupid that that's the way the hobby is right now. Unfortunately, everybody thinks these big cards like this are worth the value. I mean, it is what it is. They're not collecting for art. Like these two, they don't mean nothing to me as far as like I don't like them, right? Now this lineup from 151, like look at this artwork. Oh, the best card in Prismatic right here. And look at the artwork for the Bulbasaur, the Ivysaur, and the Venusaur, right? Beautiful. Out of 151, beautiful artwork. And then you look at the artwork, like I wanted these. But I mean, you look at this artwork. Yeah, it's nice. It's Ivysaur, and I have the Bulbasaur stamped somewhere. And yeah, they're nice, but in comparison to this, you know, like even the Mega Venusaur, like in comparison to this, the artwork's just. And I remember when this dude was like $38. And I said, I'll just pick one up eventually because I want to keep chasing, pulling cards, and I'll pick one up eventually. And then like overnight, it went up to like 67. No, I don't have the price when I traded for it. But you know, it's like there's better artworks out there, and that's not what the freaking hobby's about right now. It's about dollar signs, unfortunately. But we'll keep doing what we're doing. You know, we're not gonna let that stop us here. You know, we're not gonna let that stop us. We're gonna continue to chase the cards that we want. We're not gonna pay scalper prices. We're going to, because I mean, look at this, 11.98 for a prismatic tin from Walmart. Right, 11.98 for a prismatic tin from Walmart, and this is what it got us. $5 from a local game store, from a sleeve from a local game store. And that's what that got us. You know, I think we paid 155. No, 135 for our booster box of Journey Together before they went stupid. So you know, it's like don't give in to the scalpers and the stupid pricing and whatever. You know, it's like just try to be patient. Go do trade. Like I don't like I took, you know, the Mewtwo to one of the guys that's opened up a shop here in town. He's like, well, do you want to sell it? And I said, I'd rather trade. He's like, you just want to sell it to me right now? I said, no. He said, well, why not? And I was like, because I prefer to trade. I prefer to put the least amount of my actual money towards a card if I can trade and use the value of a card towards a card that I want. And like that's what I like to do. Just like with like when slabs, like just you know before the boom, right? When slabs were a thing that people were doing like all the time, and there was a very like the market for grading was a little bit different. Like not everybody was doing it. Now you see everybody pulling the Charizard, and they're like, oh, should I grade it? Does this look like a 10? I'm gonna sell it. Does it look like a 10? Could I get like almost full market for it. He's like, bro, why are you even open it if you're just turning around to sell it? But back when people were grading, it was like people pulled cards or they got cards that they really liked for the artwork or the artist. Then they would send it off to get graded and they'd come back a 10, and then it held a lot more value, right? And then people would sit there and trade that card for another PSA 10 card that they liked that was like, oh, I always wanted one as a kid. I'll trade you these two PSA 10 cards that hold this value. They command this value to equal up to that higher value. So like no money was ever actually exchanged. Those value, those dollar amounts were all theoretical. You know, people were trading PSA slabs for other PSA slabs or trading them for credit towards another PSA slab that they wanted. So that money never actually existed. It was all just money. Like, God, well, big for me too, because like when I say, you know, I'm a collector, right? And you, well, you can't be a true collector. You keep opening, you get all this stuff and trading. I said, look, the two PSA cards that I have in my collection are both 9s. You want to know why? I'm sure people that have joined the stream before that have joined me and I've brought up this story. The Miriam, because it's got a little bit of scuff in here, firstly, and they told me the local game store was selling it. They're like, we're selling it for even undervalue of what a PSA 9 Miriam goes for because it's got a little scuffing. And I said, okay, well, I just want the card. And it's cheaper to get this in a PSA 9 than it is to get the card raw. Getting it and it coming out as a 9 was cheaper than buying the card raw. So the wife got it for me. It's a PSA 9. It's the card that I wanted. It's cheaper than getting it raw. If I really want to, I could crack it out of the case and say, well, I got a mirror. But I've pulled like 3 of them so far. And the same thing with Lana Zaid. Trade show. Had some cards the guy wanted. He had the Tatsugiri that my wife wanted, the illustration rare, and I wanted the Lana Zaid. And the Lana Zaid in the PSA 9, because he had one raw. And I was like, that raw Lana Zaid is how much? And he's like, oh, I don't remember at the time, like $30 or something. I was like, and this one's like what? He's like 18. And I was like, yeah, the PSA 9's cheaper than that raw. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, deal. Give me the PSA 9 and that Tatsugiri. And I a little bit, and we came to terms with what to trade for what, you know. So sometimes, you know, in the past when slabs were not as, I don't want to say not as prevalent, but it's just the slab market has changed so much as well. But picking up 9s and 8s, if you're a true collector, you just want the card and you're going to throw it in a binder. Pick up 9s and 8s all day. You know, just pick them up. They're cheaper. And it's a card. Because pack fresh doesn't always mean a 10, guys. Like this right here, pack fresh. You can watch the stream, the video where I pulled it, and look how bad the centering is, right? The centering is bad, but it's personal collection. So if I sent this in, it'd probably be an 8 or a 9. Probably a 9. 8 on a bad day. Probably a 9. And a 9 would be cheaper than a raw. So might as well keep it raw, right? That's awesome that you got 35 cards of trainers supporters for 25. 10 of them were full arts. That is, you know, sometimes at those shows, people are just trying to offload. And you can get some good deals at shows. It's just, like I said, I looked at it and I would have had to have factored in the cost of getting in the admission fee. And I wouldn't have been going to get anything signed by anybody. I wouldn't have been going like as a true con attendee. I wouldn't have been looking for autographs or pictures with anybody and stuff like that. I would have just been there to trade and pick up stuff. So I like going to local little get-togethers, trading events and stuff like that. But next week we should have Phantasmal booster bundle coming in. Should have another one of those chests coming in. See if I pick up anything else. And then we got our big trip coming up at the end of the month. So might have to start doing some shorts instead of streams. Simply because we will be gone out of town for about a week. And where I'll be at, I probably won't have much service as far as Wi-Fi or internet or even cell phone reception. And that'll be coming up in a couple weeks. So till then, we might just start dropping some shorts again. Because I told the wife, I said after I did that, the back over the Sylveon, I was like, man, maybe I should start doing shorts again. Because it immediately, it hit over 100 views real quick. And I guess if I start dropping in shorts again, weekly shorts, maybe it'll get back on the algorithm back there and we'll start getting those numbers again like that to bring y'all along and show you what we get throughout the week and then do a stream. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining me this evening. Didn't have the best of luck this evening. The better luck was yesterday. Not on stream, but the shorts on the channel. Thanks for joining me. Hope y'all having a good life, living it to the fullest. Like I said, I'll probably be playing some Bellwright, probably streaming it. If y'all are interested in checking that game out, it is right now currently on a Steam sale, I think until Monday. And so far from what I've played, it's worth the $19.97 or something like that. It's interesting, fun little game to play. Alright guys, well, I always say tomorrow's a new day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for joining me.